I'm Elaine Diehl in the studio with CSO Music Director Laureate Louis Langrée. I'm so happy to say that.
I'm so happy you say that.
It's been a while.
It's been 1 year and a half. And I miss Cincinnati so much. I miss this orchestra, this community. You know, when you're part of it, it's normal.
Yes.
When you're not anymore, like Seneca, who said that it's when the sun has disappeared that you realize how precious it is. And not that I didn't realize, of course. It's so far the happiest chapter of my life when on the every side of it.
That's so lovely to hear because, you know, this town embraced you and your family and love you endlessly. And I'm just really glad to know that it's reciprocal.
Oh, absolutely.
But you have been gone for about 1.5 years. What have you been up to?
Well, I'm very busy, but not traveling. Life of a conductor is to travel a lot. Life of a general manager is to be at your desk or backstage and making everything that the house is running smoothly, as much as we can say that for an opera house. But it's wonderful. It's completely different, which is good. There's no comparison of it.
Yeah.
But I'm happy. I'm proud of what we do collectively at the Opéra Comique. But I'm so happy that twice a year I'm coming back home, away from home.
Yes, and you just got here. You may be a little bit jet-lagged right now, but you're looking forward to this weekend. You'll be conducting 2 performances with the CSO?
Yes, 2 concerts.
What have you planned for us?
So we will start with Jennifer Higdon's Blue Cathedral, which is a new piece to me. But Jennifer Higdon was actually the first composer I conducted for my inaugural concert as music director. Oh. So a wonderful American composer for a great American orchestra.
She was just here last month with the Conservatory of Music for a full weekend. They were calling it Higdon Fest. And she said, I like that title a lot. And I looked at all the music and I thought, I need to take a nap. I'm tired. But yeah, she's lovely. I'm glad you're doing that piece.
Yeah, me too. And then I wanted for my first concert back that the star of the show would be the orchestra. So we have a concerto or a Sinfonia Concertante for 4 soloists. And Dwight Perry, Chris Pell, Chris Sales and Liz Freimuth will be the soloist. And I'm so impressed, grateful that they will play in the second half. They will play on Petrushka. So for this concertante, it's like chamber music. It's musical dialogue between the 4 soloists and the orchestra. And what could be a better piece than that? And we have done a lot of Mozart, especially during the COVID, because it's a small orchestra. So it was the only kind of music which was possible to play on that time. Plus, it's Mozart. He's a genius. And then we continue celebrating the sound, the identity of the orchestra, because we'll present Petrushka. The second of the Holy Trinity of Stravinsky ballet, Firebird, Petrushka, and Rite of Spring. Petrushka could be a trumpet concerto, could be a piano concerto. There are so impressive parts. So to share this piece, to share the joy of performing this piece with the musicians of the Cincinnati Symphony Orchestra is just a gift.
The smile on your face when you talk about this. I asked you before we began the interview if you had selected the program or the orchestra had, and you said it was kind of a combined.
Yes, it's always a combined. You know, if you come conducting pieces just because you want this, and I mean, it's the orchestra has to architecture a season to balance the different pieces presented in the season. I'm very aware of that, so I wanted to listen to what they wanted to say, and they listened to what I proposed as well. And then who chose it exactly, I don't know. Who cares?
On a personal level, how do you think you'll feel when you walk out on that stage for the first time?
Well, that's the most emotional moment.
Yes.
You know, then when you conduct, especially a piece like Petrushka, you better not feel about the beautiful memories, or you have to be focused, you have to be clear for the musicians. But just before, I don't know, and I'm moved, thrilled, intimidated, I don't know. No, that's not the right word. But how beautiful it is to come back. I'm really, so many memories.
I have a memory of you, and it was the first concert I attended after the COVID shutdowns began to lift, and we were still, Xing off every other seat or
Yes.
whatever. When you walked out on stage, the feeling through Music Hall was, we're going to be okay.
Absolutely. Well,
And even though you had a mask on, you let us know. And I think they're going to feel that again. We miss him terribly, but we're all going to be okay. We're going to make it through.
But I follow the life of the CSO on social media, and first, I'm so happy that a conductor of the caliber of Cristian Măcelaru is now the music director of the orchestra. That's absolutely wonderful. I know how successful his inauguration week was, and the weeks after. And missing the orchestra doesn't mean that life shouldn't go on. And I'm deeply happy to see all the success. I'm deeply happy to see his face on the, how do you call that? Le tramway, the streetcars.
Yes, yes.
I wish him to be as deeply happy that I was in my 11 Cincinnati years.
He has enormous shoes to fill, but I have a very strong sense that the community has embraced him and that we are all cheering for him and looking forward to what he has to bring to the next era. Well, you were a regular at our old studio across the street from Music Hall. This is your first time here. What do you think of our new home?
It is amazing. When I just heard that it was not anymore opposite from Music Hall, I thought, well, so sad. It was so convenient.
Yes.
But actually, it's so worth it. It is beautiful. The space, it has good vibes.
It does, and it has that new smell.
Yes. Very impressed and very happy for you, for
Thank you.
Cincinnati, for everybody. WGUC is so essential in the life of the city, of the community. So having a building which just has this ambition and this is wonderful.
We're very lucky to be here, very lucky. And it, again, is our wonderful community that supports the arts and supports these radio stations. And it was a long process. And we opened at the end of April. And here we are. And you and I are sitting together, chatting. Dreams do come true. Louis Langrée, you will always have a home here in Cincinnati, in all of our hearts, of course. Is there anything that you would like to say to Cincinnati this weekend as you revisit your old home?
Well, I will say it in music. Or actually, I won't say it because the conductor doesn't produce a sound, but he creates or he helps the music, which is just more than sound, to happen on stage and between the stage and the hall and between the hall and the stage. I mean, music is really a collective experience. So to be back is just beautiful for me.
Maestro Louis Langrée, thank you so much for being here. Good luck this weekend with the concerts and the emotions and everything that goes along with this visit. Thank you for taking some time to visit us here. For WGUC, I'm Elaine Diehl.
Thank you, Elaine.
Merci.